Oh, he's trying to run away. Oh my god, this guy's abusive.
Wala kang lisensya, wala kang karapatan magmaneho.
And there you go, the driver said he doesn't even have a license. So, my goodness, that's the style. That's really the style. Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. You can see the road doesn't really look like a road. It became an eatery, became a parking area. That motorcycle is actually going to be ticketed. And the same thing with these vehicles, they're also being ticketed for illegal parking. And the same thing's happening on the other side. Many drivers have come out and given their license. So it's only a ticket, they won't get towed away. This vehicle is about to be towed away. The driver came, but he was just too late. They already started the towing process. If we look at the back, you can see the tow bar is already connected. And there's another vehicle over here that was also picked up. I can see the driver of the orange vehicle standing next to this. I don't know if he's related to this one also. The driver of this motorcycle came out. He didn't want to give his license, so they were trying to convince him, please just go get your license, because then it's only a ticket. If you don't give the license, it's going to be towed away. So he ran away, and hopefully he's going to come back with his license. The rider came back with his wallet, but unfortunately no driver's license. So they really have to impound this. I thought he had a license. The big problem with many riders in this area is that when you ask for the license, they really can't show anything. ORCR, they can't show anything. So a lot of the vehicles are ending up on the tow trucks. The team are looking at this motorcycle that they consider to be illegally parked. Again, the driver doesn't want to give his license. They're trying to convince him, just give your license, it's only a ticket. If you don't give the license, it has to be towed away. So hopefully he'll listen to their advice. Because if he can't show a license, they'll really just take the bike. Okay, thankfully he listened to them. Looks like he's handing over the license. And across the street, one more car going up on the back of a tow truck. It's not just cars, motorcycles and tricycles on the sidewalk. You also see things like this. I can see more tricycle drivers arriving now. They're driving in slippers, so it's probably best that they don't stop, because if they're asked for their license, I don't know if they're going to be able to show anything. Anyway, you can see the tow trucks are starting to fill up with vehicles. Some of them unattended, some of them just don't have a license. The operation continues. You see everyone running to the tricycles that are parked on this road. Oh, he's trying to run away. Oh my god, this guy's abusive.
Wala kang lisensya, wala kang karapatan magmaneho.
And there you go, the driver said he doesn't even have a license. So, my goodness, that's the style. That's really the style. Before the camera started rolling, I saw him push one of the enforcers out of the way to get his tricycle moving. There were also taxis that were issued tickets. Sometimes they like to hang out here and rest, but of course it's not allowed. They could try to go somewhere like a gas station or some kind of parking lot. But if they park on the road itself, especially during rush hour morning traffic, they could get ticketed. One more ticket being issued over here. All of the drivers came running out to their vehicles. Although so far there's no driver for this sedan, so maybe this would go up on the back of a tow truck. They're also issuing a ticket to this bus. They can't tow it away because the rear axle is broken. So they're trying to coordinate with the property here and get them to remove it by themselves. And the team are now on Padilla Road, issuing a ticket to this vehicle parked here. And this is pretty interesting. There's a solar array. Obviously there's batteries in that box. And then there's a CCTV system up ahead. Why is this here? Well, you have the National Printing Office across the road. And obviously there was elections recently and they want to keep an eye on this place because of printing of ballots. So a very interesting little tidbit. They're now ticketing these motorcycles in front of the National Printing Office. You can see this is meant to be a sidewalk, but obviously pedestrians would have to walk in the road. It looks like some riders came out already, so they just get a ticket, they won't get towed away, as long as they have a valid license. Of course, it's not just motorcycles, it's also cars like this that are being ticketed, and if there's no driver, they're being towed away. That's why the tow truck is getting into place over there. You'll see there is actually a sign that says no parking, and that's just one of many. And it's actually another one that they already connected to the tow truck and it's being pulled away now. This car is also being ticketed and the tow truck is coming in now to pick it up. No driver came out. A lady came out now. She's on a video call showing someone that the car is being towed away. I guess that's probably the owner of the car. I don't think that's a nice experience, watching your car being towed away on a video call. To where they started the operation, and again there's a lot of vehicles parked here, a lot of obstructions to return to the road. Actually, the moment they saw the MMDA coming back, they suddenly ran out and started moving things. It looked a lot worse 2 minutes ago. I think this motorcycle will now be impounded. There's a guy nearby cussing, saying bad words, saying it's ticketed already. Yeah, it was ticketed earlier. The lady moved the motorcycle, and as soon as enforcers left, it was parked here again on the road, blocking 1.5 lanes because it's just parked in the middle. So now it's on the back of the tow truck. Part of owning a car, motorcycle, tricycle, any kind of vehicle is you need a parking space. On Agham Road, this vehicle has already been ticketed for illegal parking. I think the tow truck is going to come in. Down that tricycle rider, he didn't stop, but there's other enforcers now blocking him. I'm gonna assume it's no license, but let's see. And there you go, the driver said he doesn't have a license. I guess that's why he didn't stop for enforcers. You would think the most basic requirement for offering public transport is a driver's license, but unfortunately he said he doesn't have one, so the tricycle will be impounded. The nice thing is that no one's obstructing the fire hydrant today. In a previous video, someone asked me, is it still working because it doesn't have a cap? A lot of the fire hydrants around Metro Manila don't have caps anymore. It doesn't mean they're not working, it's just that the water won't come out until they open the valve. I don't know why the caps are missing, maybe they were stolen, it's possible, but a lot of them really don't have cap. In fact, I just spoke to that gentleman from the BFP, very helpful. He advised me this is working and they used it just yesterday. He said this is their primary source of water if their trucks are out of water. So for those people in my previous video who kept insisting if there's no cover, it means it's not working. That's not the case. It's just that the covers are missing. I don't know if they were stolen or what, but they are still working. The team are now issuing tickets on Panay Avenue to illegally parked vehicles. They've operated here many times. Sometimes it's the same vehicles ticketed over and over again. They're now picking up this one. I've lost count of the number of times they've towed away vehicles parked in front of this condo building for obstructing the sidewalk. If they park sideways like this, they could fit in without obstructing the sidewalk, but it wouldn't hold as many vehicles, so I don't know. And the team are now looking at this pickup truck and the SUV in the background, fully obstructing the sidewalk. They've ticketed here so many times. At this point, it's really impossible for residents and business owners not to know that this is prohibited. The driver of this vehicle actually came out, a lady, but I heard the guys inside telling her, don't go over to the enforcers. So Bong managed to overhear that and tell her, no, you come and give your license, because then it's only a ticket. If you don't give your license, it will get towed away. Anyway, there you go. She's handing over the license now. Because if there's no driver, they would assume it's unattended and they would tow it away. And this is why they clear the sidewalks for pedestrians. So they're moving the vehicles that are parked inside to make space for that lady. They could have done that earlier instead of waiting for her to get a ticket for obstructing the sidewalk. It's a bit tight, but she fits.